Another option is to use a unattended XML file. So go to Schneggins, if I'm pronouncing that right, website. So schneggins.de, forgive my pronunciation. Here you can create an unattended XML file that allows you to create a local user account. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can specify here, like your language, the architecture that you're using, many options. The only one I'm going to focus on here is creating a local user account. So I could create a user account of David, put David in the administrators group, and then create another user account called test and put that person in the user's account rather than the administrator's account. So many options that you can specify here. Have a read through them, a bunch of things that you can do, but literally this allows you to create a unattended script that you can then download, and you can simply download that XML file and save it to your computer. You could also download the XML file wrapped in an ISO image if you wanted to, but notice here's my auto unattended XML file. If I open that up, you can see a whole bunch of options are set here. Much easier just to use this website to create the file for you, and then you can use that as part of your installation. So once you've downloaded your auto unattended XML file, you're going to copy that and put it on your USB flash drive. So I've copied it to the root of the flash drive. Don't put it in any of the other directories, put it in the root. As you can see here, we've got our exe setup file and we've got our auto unattended file. Now in this example, rather than doing a reinstall or fresh install on a physical laptop, I'm going to create a virtual machine in VirtualBox. So I'm going to call this Windows 11 unattended install. And I'll just leave everything else at the defaults. It's Windows 11. I'm not going to specify any other options. I'm going to click Finish. And then what I'm going to do is click on Settings, go to USB, select USB 3.0, click on the plus sign here, and I'm going to select my SanDisk flash drive. So I've copied the XML to that. I've added it to this virtual machine. So when I turn the virtual machine on, it should hopefully boot off that flash drive with my installation media and then allow me to set up an unattended install of Windows 11. Okay, so you can see there that it's starting the Microsoft Windows Boot Manager. It says we're getting a few things ready. Now, rather than installing Windows on my flash drive, which I don't want to do, I want to install it on this unallocated disk space on my hard drive in my computer. So I'm going to specify that 80 gigs of unallocated space on disk 0. You would just select the partition that you want to install Windows on. I'm going to click Next. And as you can see now, Windows is installing. So basically what you need to allow Windows to do now is install the software. When I set up the unattended script, I didn't fill in a lot of options. I basically focused on just the username that I wanted created. There's a whole bunch of options that you can specify. Let me know if you want me to cover unattended installs of Windows 11 by going through all of those options in the script. But otherwise, you can just use this to bypass the requirement for an online account. So as you can see, it's busy installing. And at this point now, it's looking for Windows updates. And the installation will hopefully continue with no input from me. So we're almost ready now. As you saw during the installation process, I didn't have to answer any questions. I didn't have to specify my username. Windows simply proceeded with an unattended installation. And there you go. Windows is now installed. I didn't have to answer any questions. I didn't have to create an online account. It simply created a local account for me. This is once again an unattended installation of Windows 11 by simply creating an XML unattended file. So if I go to System, you can see this is a local Windows account. I am an administrator. If I look at other accounts, I can see that a user account was created. Okay, so that's another option to install Windows 11. I've now shown you many methods on how to create a local account in Windows 11. Have a look at my previous video where I showed you some more basic and easier options. In this video, we covered more complex options, but let me know, are there any that I missed? Are there any that you prefer? I'm David Bombal, and I want to wish you all the very best.